Some local law enforcement agencies are not too happy about a bill that recently passed the state Senate. It's Senate Bill 2347. It would make possession of less than a gram of meth a misdemeanor. The bill is now at the State House. We spoke to the Lee County Sheriff and folks around the area about it. WTVA's Veronica Mejia joining us live with more on what people are saying.
Well, some people told me it was just a bad idea. They say a misdemeanor of meth is like a slap on the wrist. But the senator who wrote the bill says he hopes drug users get the help they need sooner rather than later.
But my point is to address the methamphetamine issue that is absolutely plaguing many of our communities.
Senator Daniel Sparks introduced Senate Bill 2347 to revise the penalties for methamphetamine possession. The bill states that a misdemeanor amount of meth charge would rise from 1/10 of a gram to 1 gram. That means the punishment would be a misdemeanor charge with up to 30 days in prison and a $250 fine. However, a second offense would result in a bigger fine and possibly more time in jail. But some folks don't like the bill, including Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson.
I think saying that more crime or more of a crime can be committed, and the answer to that is less time and less punishment. I don't agree with it.
If you make it a misdemeanor, everybody and their brother's going to be doing it. It won't be no big deal. I think it ought to be even stiffer than what it is right now, in my opinion. And if people really knew what was in that stuff, they wouldn't be doing it no way.
But Senator Sparks says the proposal looks to apply a treatment-based approach to tackling meth addiction. Sparks says meth users would get help sooner because misdemeanor charges do not require a crime lab report. He says to present a case as a felony to the grand jury, you have to have a crime lab report. And right now, he says, the crime lab is backed up for about a year to a year and a half.
If it's a misdemeanor, you have to go in front of your justice court judge or your municipal judge. Some of these cases are not even getting prosecuted. Some of them, after waiting 2 years, are getting reduced to misdemeanors. And this simply would get the person in front of a judge with the requirement, number one, that you're going to have an assessment or potentially treatment, or you can go to jail.
Sheriff Jim Johnson says we already have a system in place to deal with addiction.
I don't see anything in this bill that we're not able to do already with the current law that we've got. We've got pretrial diversion in laws. We have already got drug court implemented.
The sheriff also says right now, drug users have to go through a 3-year program through the drug court.
There's different requirements, and if you break any of those, then you go back before the judge and you've got that felony hanging over your head.
But State Senator Sparks, who is also a public defender in Tishomingo, says the bill would get drug users before a judge quicker.
I'm just trying to do something that would actually help law enforcement and actually potentially punish people more than what they're being punished today, with the option of trying to have the folks at mental health or assessments or treatments as may be applicable.
I did talk to a man who didn't want to go on camera, but he did tell me he recently lost his nephew because of a drug use problem, and he thinks the bill is a good idea. And right now, the State House of Representatives are considering it. Live in Tupelo, Veronica Mejia, WTV 89 News.